Can we use the stones and call for room, or is it the other place we can't use it?
It was any communication in Shexvar cannot make it outside of Shexvar.
It's outside.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, we can talk to each other.
Yeah, we can talk to each other inside, but we can't like communicate with like Slate and everybody.
Okay. So we need to probably figure out, are we going to come back to the ship when we're done?
Send a Fox.
We need to find.
Well, I mean, we'll have to get back onto the ship to go to the next.
Okay.
Is that what we're
The
doing?
next,
Or
like,
we-
big arena.
We weren't traveling the road in Shexvar? I can't remember.
I don't remember either.
I think the plan was get through the gate, figure out how to get to Caltharoom, because nobody knows how to get there, and
Okay.
get there, figure out how to get into the arena, find out as much information as you can about the big arena, and then participate in the gladiatorial fight, and then get the fuck out of there and prepare for the big fight.
Well, I know it was supposed to be wasn't it supposed to be a narrow trail to get to the big place?
There's
So it's like southwest of where we're going. Like right now, we're going east. And then there's like the mountains, and then like the pass through the mountains to get to like the big arena is like southwest. So we'll have to come back to our ship to like go. There, map on World 20.
Do we know if the pass is big enough for a ship to fit through?
I think we determined it.
The mountain pass it is, the gate it is not.
Okay.
So we were going to travel that road on our mounts, but we were going to travel on our ship down there, right?
Right.
Okay, I couldn't remember. I wasn't sure if we were traveling the road in front of Shexvar and Scorchhorn all the way over there or not. I thought that was a bad idea, but...
No, I think the plan was to like take the ship to Caltharoom, leave it, and then go in, and then come back out and take the ship over to Hamor.
Okay. Do we
Where
have
the arena is.
any story to tell anyone who asks us why we're going back out whenever, you know?
Why would they question why we're leaving?
Well, think about if we're coming from enemy lines and then we're going from that side back into enemy lines willfully.
So could we
Hypothetically-
just like slave trading or something?
That's fine. I just want to make sure we all are on the same page.
Okay.
That's all.
Changing flags.
Yeah.
Fuck that. So that way we have free travel, they won't let me run out.
Well, we can do slave trade, just say slave trade. Want to pick up more gladiators for fights and so forth in a city B. Pick a city. Yeah. Just when me and you aren't talking, so I want everyone else to be on the same page, that's all.
Or we're just discarding our other slave bodies into the desert, let them stay there.
All right.
Grixis, if you refresh your page, you should have your crafting went up 1 point.
Yes! 45!
Oh, by the way,
I can craft a big flag now.
I want everybody to take a second or two. I know I've reminded before, but for a second or two, what was it at? Crafting. Overview. Remember that at 15 points, all right, you become, you are an apprentice. All right. Once you hit 20 points, you are an adept. At 25 points, you are a craftsman, and then that's where you start working on your thesis, to get your master.
Okay.
So, did we have to do anything at apprentice?
No, at apprentice, in between apprentice and adept to craftsman, there's nothing you have to do, but you can start making more in-depth things. All right.
Okay.
And also, once you start getting up in these higher levels, I'm going to rely more on you guys like you specifically, to come up with the ideas. All right?
I got you there, bruh.
Yep.
I got imaginations.
And even if it's something that you find on Pinterest or see on Facebook or Instagram or something like that, and you're like, man, that would be cool for my character to have. Tell me, let's make it. Let's bring it into the game.
Melara, that's one thing. If you look on, you have Pinterest, right?
Yeah, somewhere in there.
If you look on Pinterest and look up D&D homebrew, and then you say mechanical wings, hypothetically, it will show you these mechanical wings, and as long as they have some sort of stats and it's not legendary, you can kind of talk to the DM about it. Like, hey, how can I create this? And
I know, I have done that already.
on Pinterest.
Not on Pinterest, but I did it in the game here, Rust, so.
What I'm saying though is Pinterest, there's a fucking plethora of people bored making shit. So it's there's so much shit on there. Like 90% of shit we had in my campaign that you'd never heard of came from Pinterest.
Holy shit,
Yeah.
it's fucking snowing.
I'm struggling very much finding any of the material I need to make the things that I want to make. Like I said.
Where's he at?
Huh?
Where's
New
he
York.
at?
You can't
Oh,
see
yeah, it's snowing. It was snowing at incarceration area Sunday and today.
Yeah, it's. I mean, it's coming down thick too. So much. We had 60 degrees, almost 60 degrees today in the sunlight, and now it's snowing. So fun.
That was great.
Well, it was 80 degrees here yesterday, and it's 43 today, so,
Yeah.
like, you can't turn on us.
So before we start out, Celine's gonna take a little like dropper bottle out of her bag
Okay.
and put one drop in this eye and one drop in this eye.
All right.
Just gonna go like this, and then look around, like, holy shit! This is what it's freaking like to see! Oh my god! I can see!
I'm gonna go blasphemous fucking traitor.
Fix this. I got what you need. I got what you need.
Deal with my eyes, fucking
Got what
traitor.
you need.
You just basically switched to rap music.
Hey, there's some good rap music out there,
Wu-Tang.
right?
Not in the last 20 years.
That's probably true.
Celine,
But I can fucking see!
Celine, make
How
an
long was the
intelligence
effect
check.
last?
Huh?
Make an intelligence check for me.
Okay. Hold on. Is that just like one of the ones at the top?
Yeah, one of the ones at the top.
Ah, I see. Well,
12. All right. So you put the eye drops in, and you're standing there on the deck of this ship, and you're like, wow. And you look up at the sun for just a brief minute too long, and then you go to turn around, and everything's black for just that brief second, and your heart panics real quick, and you're like, oh, it didn't work. And then all of a sudden it starts coming back again. Like
that was different.
Yeah, like if you rolled less than a 10, I was going to make you just like stare at the sun for like 3 minutes.
That'd be survival of the fittest at that point. It's fair.
So, all right. Anybody else got anything else before they want to leave the ship? Okay. So y'all take off in your carriage and stuff, and you got your mount. You got Crixus's mount. You got Perky and Crixus in the back of the wagon, and they're handcuffed. All right. And you guys are taking off. I'm not gonna make anybody roll survival checks or anything like that to get there. Keel pretty much pointed you in the right direction and said, "Go that way," and you guys took off that way. All right. About 2 hours in, you start to see the where Keel told you it's going to be a large stone gate. All right, and as you pull up, let me pull up the map.
So real quick,
Huh?
before we actually go through the gate, I wanted to give both of them one of the hidden healing potions. They're small enough to hide in your mouth.
Okay.
And you guys, I don't know if you should take the potion of haste yet. And I was going to give you guys each a potion of accuracy, and I'm going to save the last one.
Okay.
So I'm adding a small potion of healing.
It's a potion of hidden healing.
Hidden healing.
Yeah, because it was something small enough you guys could hide in your mouth while you're out there fighting. So if you need that little boost, you have it.
All right. So basically, what it is it's a potion of greater healing. So it's 4d4 plus 4, and it's a pouch that you can put in your mouth, and when you chew on it as a bonus action, it gives you that 1d4, but it's allowed to be hidden. You know,
So that's cool. We can put it in like our gauntlets or something, and then just pop it in our mouth and shit.
Yep. It's more. It's like a Tide Pod is what I was sort of thinking of. It's got this material over it that is, but as soon as you bite into it and you mix the stuff around in your mouth, it foams and you have Tide in your mouth.
What am I checking?
It was hidden health and what else?
Accuracy, potion of accuracy.
Okay.
What-
was the third one? Oh, sorry.
And then the third one was the potion of haste.
Okay. Okay. Thank you so much. That would be awesome.
So am I just here penciling this, or are they on D&D Beyond?
They're all on there.
They're on
That's
there.
all on there.
Now, I know we're trying to gather information. What is the specific information we're trying to get along right now? Can I do a?
We're trying to find out information about the Shexar army. We're trying to find out how they are bringing in their troops so quickly. We're trying to figure out what their battle plan is. We're trying to figure out anything we possibly can about them because we don't know anything. The other thing we're trying to figure out is Morta Dominus, what his deal is. He sounds like a bad mamma jamma.
Her.
Her? Morta Dominus? Is it her?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was her.
Mortadamus.
Oh, I'm sorry, not Morta Dominus. That's right. That's what I meant. Fetmos. Trying to figure out some stuff about Fetmos, and Morta Dominus too. So also her.
All right. So,
Yeah.
in your questioning, of the I can't think of her name now. Where's she at?
The slave girl?
Yeah, the slave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aziza?
Rakala.
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 Oh, I know who Aziza is. Never mind. Rakala. She explains that Morta Dominus is pretty much the queen of Shexar. All right, she's she is the queen, and everybody loves and respects her.
Yeah. And she's human. She's been the leader for about 12 years.
Mm-hmm.
So we're basically trying to find out anything we possibly can about the Shexar army.
All right.
Damn, thanks, Fezzy. These potions rule.
Yeah, I thought so too.
And also, you're also trying to find out any information about the gladiatorial ring in the large one.
The large one. Okay.
Yeah. All right, we ready?
I just randomly thought of a weapon for Fizzy that we never thought of, Tim.
What's that?
A fucking gunblade from Final Fantasy VIII.
Well, she sort of has one.
She sort of has one. You're right, but she could have had one.
She could still have one.
I never played Final Fantasy, so I don't know.
Yeah, it's not your fault. It's our fault. And I do blame us people who have played Final Fantasy VIII.
Yep.
Oh, equal blame.
I actually like 9 better.
9 was the best one,
Yeah,
but
I think so.
8 was really good.
8 was amazing, yeah. All right, so let me get a marching order from you guys. All right, who is driving the carriage?
I'm one of them, driving.
Okay.
I think Timothy was up there with me before.
So we'll do the, I'm going to put you beside the carriages. So we'll just do Malara and then Jimothy. Alright. And then in the back, we're going to put Crixus and Perky.
Oh, have we arrived?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Fizzy, Origin, Celine, and Walter. Where you guys at? Walter, are you riding your pony?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to keep you off to the side a little bit.
I mean, I can say, well, I think me and Origin should switch. He could be kind of walking, making sure Crixus don't, get out of line, and then maybe with Perky.
Alright.
Just because it would make more sense. Origin's taller.
We're in the back of the wagon.
Yeah, they're in the wagon.
Yeah, but
Okay,
we're doing
We're out now.
No,
Oh, you're out
hold
now.
on. Timmy, time out. I'm putting the tokens beside the wagon in the marching order. That way we don't have the, alright, I need to move the wagon and move characters and everything else.
Okay.
Alright? And Celine, are you on your mount?
Yeah.
Yeah. But okay, go ahead. Yeah.
We're going to delete this one.
That's what I have to give up.
Yeah.
Walter on his little pony. Did you? Crixus is behind, and then Celine's right there.
Now, can I just have the flag that we're flying, can I just have it attached to the front of the wagon so I don't have to carry it in there with me?
Yeah, you can strap it to the wagon, and it's flying in the air.
Okay.
All right. So as you guys approach, Malara and Jimothy, make a perception check.
$19.
All right.
13.
All right. As you guys approach, the gate sort of seems unmanned for the level of hostility, if you will. So you're thinking like Shexfar and Mistcrest are at wartime and this gate should be manned and guarded. And really you see two figures standing towards the gate, towards the entrance of the gate. And actually one of them sitting down, just sort of like whittling on a piece of wood.
Oh, this is the gate. Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. My brain thought it was the arena.
No, this,
Well, I thought it was the gate as well.
no, this is the gate.
Okay.
This is the gate. Okay.
So, as you guys approach now, is there anything you guys want to do? No?
Who speaks the language?
Who speaks the language?
What
We
language?
don't know.
We don't
Yeah,
know.
we don't know what language it is.
Mhm.
All right, for in D&D, 99% of all characters speak common. Okay.
Mhm.
All right. It's just certain creatures and characters will only speak in a chosen language. Okay.
Mhm.
So a lot of times you don't have to worry about languages unless you're trying to speak in that creature character's chosen language.
Because I have the two stones with the tongue,
Okay.
so that way we at least understand people and talk to them. But it only lasts, what, an hour? I think it only lasts an hour
Yeah.
before it has to recharge.
All right. Well, that's up to you guys.
I mean, he's basically saying you could just call out in regular, and if no one understands you, you can go from there. But most people understand basic English.
Yeah.
Well, I'd say that a couple of us need to engage with these two guards or whatever that are bored out of their mind
All right.
and see if there's any entrance fee. Can we just walk in?
So as you guys ride the wagon up, all right, the bigger one of the two walks over and stands sort of in front. Don't worry about moving your token yet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. All right. And he sort of like stops you guys, and then he walks over to the side. All right. And you hear him. He's an orc, a big. He's probably close to almost 7.5, almost 8 foot tall, big burly shoulders, got chest hair. He's wearing Shexvarian armor, but it's sort of like too small for him. So it's like really tight, and the buttons are like screaming, and like you can see this little patch of chest hair poking out. He's got like a gangly tooth that's sort of like hanging over his bottom lip, and he goes, "Halt! What's your business?" And he's looking at the two people at the front.
A good day, sir. We are looking to register for the arena.
Oh, huh. The arena, yeah. Hey, Ross, they're here for the arena. The little goblin comes out from underneath the tent, and he's like, "Well, see if they got their papers." So the big orc turns back to you and goes, "I need to see your papers."
Actually, we need to get the papers. We need to register. Is that possible?
Hey, Timothy, can you turn your mic up?
Is that better?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a lot better.
No, but
It sounded like you were being shy talking.
no. I'm being character a little bit.
No, it sounded like you were like, yeah, we're trying to go over there and do the papers. Like that.
Yeah, the paper. You know where we can register at, sir?
Hold on. Hey, Ross. They want to know where they can register. Well, where are they from? Hold on. Hey, where are you guys from?
We are from Shexvar.
Oh, okay. And what's your business?
Oh, to register for the arena. We got some nice fighters that are looking to fight.
And he sort of like peeks back behind the flap, the look inside. He's like, "All you gonna fight?"
Not all, but some.
I'm here to fight.
Frankie's just sitting there like playing with her manacles.
I'm here to fight. I kill people for a living. It's totally fine.
He walks back towards the front and he's like, oh, all right, and do you have your papers?
Look, me and Perky are like, come on, man. Anybody think of anything?
I
Or
need
is
your papers.
You got anything?
Our papers are inside. They didn't give it to us yet.
Oh, okay, hold on. And he goes over and he talks to Ross, and Ross, the small goblin, comes up and goes, nah, fucking idiot, fucking, and he's like kicking the dirt as he walks over. He's like, I just wanted 5 minutes to fucking take a piss and get, fucking dumbass. And he goes, Ross sort of stands there. Now, Ross is standing about 4.5, 5 foot. You can bear, like, he's looking up at you, sitting on the wagon, Jimothy. And he's like, hey, all right, do you have any affiliation with the Miss Crest government or military?
Now sit on the ground. Hell no.
Oh, okay, all right. Have you ever been to Shexvar before?
Yeah.
Okay. And how long do you plan to stay?
Depends on how far we make it in the arena.
Well, the arena is only held for 1 day. So he's scribbling, like, as you answer, he's scribbling down on a piece of paper, okay? And he's like, nah. And he's grumbling and grunting. Fucking breaks the pencil lead and pulls out a little dagger and whittles it again and continues writing. He's like, nah. And, are you bringing anything that needs to be claimed as foreign material?
I don't think so.
No? Okay.
No, we have no foreign goods that would be infracting on the laws of your city.
Okay, good. Uh-huh. And what name should I put down for your, I'm guessing, business?
You can put down I lean over to Jimothy and I can't remember what we named our ship. What was the name of our ship?
I don't remember.
Can Celine hear them right now?
Yeah.
From where she's standing?
Yeah. Celine's on the other
She's
side
gonna
of the carriage.
The Dread Solace!
Red Salt. Okay.
There we go. The Dread Solace.
Dread Solace. Wow. Sort of a creepy name, if you ask me, for a business. Okay. So he writes that down. He's like, all right. And your name, sir?
Jimothy.
Jimothy. All right. And let's see here. How many companions do you have with you? And he's trying to count, but like he keeps looking up, and it's like he's losing count.
Six.
Six plus 1, 7. All right, and all right. I think that checks all the boxes. You're going to Caltharum, and you've been to Shexvar before, so I'm sure you know the way. So please be safe and enjoy your stay.
Thank you, sir.
I'm gonna wink at the orc with my monocle and tell him I might see you when you come back out.
Jesus, Malara.
If
I do speak orc.
if an orc could blush, he was blushing. Like his cheeks almost turned like a red-green mixture, and you sort of see him go, gosh. So as your carriage sort of starts traveling away, Malara, make a perception check.
$22.
All right. So as your carriage sort of goes away, you take another look back. All right, and you sort of see like the large orc going, and then you hear the goblin like talking. He's like, "Oh, she was just fucking with you. Nobody wants you, you piece of shit." And he kicks him in the shin, and the orc's like, "Oh, you're so mean."
Oh, Amanda.
Text it.
All right, so you guys successfully managed to get past the gate. All right.
And we got our papers, right?
You don't have any paper. He wrote
I
down.
thought he did. Okay.
He wrote down
I thought
your
he did.
name, your company, how many people were going in. He was just taking information.
Okay, I thought he was filling that out for us, for our paper.
All right. Now,
Okay.
you guys get to the gate. You go underneath this tunnel underpass and everything like that, and you come out on the other side of the mountain range. All right. This is the first time any of you have been to Shexvar. All right. And when you get there, you just stepped out of the desert, hot sands desert. Okay. When you get there, there is large red rocks and dead trees, little patches of grass here and there, but nothing that like even a goat would look at it and be like, that's not a full meal. All right. And as you travel down the road a little further, you come to a T intersection. And let's see. Come on. Oh, you piece of shit. All right. You come to a T intersection, and there's just a sign that says South Caltharu. All right, and it looks like the northern sign was sort of like there was a sign there at one point, but it's been taken down.
Okay, we can probably. We walked away from that guy, right?
Yeah, you guys are out on the road by yourselves.
Okay, hypothetically, hear me out. Hear me out, okay? We're going to this town, right? We don't want to look like bitches, right? To me, and Perky was in the back, talking here. And we think, maybe like on our banner or some shit, we could write the Graveborn Covenant. Because that's what that's our group name. The Graveborn Covenant.
Is we just got faced with somebody asking what our name is, and we give the name of our ship. That's not us. That's our ship. We should.
I don't believe any of us discussed it before, so.
That's fine. I get it. I totally understand why you said it. I'm not mistaken at all. I'm saying like we need a name for our pact. You know what I'm saying? So, anyone opposed to that very intimidating name?
I like it.
So the Graveborn Covenant?
Yeah, we were. That's who he is.
You're wrong.
I fight for the
That's
Graveborn.
fine.
We gotta change the paperwork. change the paperwork.
We don't have paperwork.
The guy wrote it down.
Yeah, I think
Go back to the guy.
he said he was just
So we
taking
get
it.
announced wrong.
Who was going to be the leader of our group mainly? I was wondering.
I was gonna say, I was gonna ask that earlier. Who's got the highest charisma of the people that aren't fighting?
I do not. I have very low.
Probably hard.
It's either Jimmy
Yeah, I don't think you want it to be me.
It's either Jimmy or Origin.
Origin, what's yours?
An 18, I got +4 in it.
What do you have, Timothy?
Same.
You have the same thing?
Yep.
Yeah, mine's like a 1.
I also have a potion of silver tongue that I was going to give to the 2 leaders that adds 2 to their charisma for 2 hours.
I have an idea. So we already walked away from that guy, right?
Yeah, you guys are on the road by yourselves.
Part of me thinks you should ride your fucking horseback and be like, sorry, I was talking, I wanted to change our name, and then my boss smacked me in the brain. He said, you know our name, and our name really is this. Unless you want to not.
No, I agree. I think we should go back because if we name things our ship, then people will know what our ship is.
I agree. And then we get attacked.
Yeah. I don't know where our ship is. Our ship is 2 hours away, right?
Right. But that doesn't mean...
It's a valid point, but at the same time, like, hypothetically, they go looking. I don't know. That's, I want to... If we get in trouble, I don't want to blow up.
Our travels along the border, too. I mean, we could get spotted. They could be looking specifically for us because, you know, we fucked up something in this Calfa room or whatever.
Right.
So, I agree. I think we can go back to the guy.
Yeah.
So somebody got to ride back.
Yeah.
So who's not driving the wagon? Who's available?
It's got to be Jimothy or Origin because if they question it, then we need someone with a high bluff to lie right to their face. So.
All right, well.
Put it in reverse.
So you guys
Make
only
sure you
have
have
like 5 minutes. It probably took you a total of 10 minutes to get to that.
Make sure you tell him like I want to change our name, but then the boss man said I shouldn't, and then like you smack yourself in the face, give yourself like a red mark, like yeah, he hit me pretty hard, and I shouldn't have done that. I'm sorry, you know, something like that, and make it believable. If you want, I'll smack you. Or you can smack yourself. Either one. I'll try to help you out.
I would love to hit him.
Your best quality is hitting people. You're not trying to fucking knock them out. Get out of here. You get to hit people in 20 minutes. You're fine. Jesus. Sit there and twiddle your chains.
Go ahead. Play with your knuckles.
I'm sorry. No.
All right, so you guys turn around, you go back, and Ross sees you guys coming, and he's just sort of like shaking his head, and he's like, "Go talk to him." And the big orc stands up, and he walks back over to the carriage at you guys, and is like, "That was fast." He's like,
apologies, sir. We actually need to change our name.
Oh, all right. Do you have your papers?
Not yet.
Okay.
Working on it.
Hold on. Hey, Ross, they don't have their papers yet, but they want to change their name. And you see Ross sort of stand up and he kicks the dirt and he comes over spitting and sputtering again. He's like, "God damn it." And he takes the piece of paper and he crumbles it up and throws it down. And he's like, "All right, what is the name of your company? Let's see if we can do this again."
All right. The Graveborn Covenant.
The Graveborn Covenant. Okay. I think that's spelled right. All right. And how many people are you traveling with?
7.
7.
8.
7.
It's 8, but no problem. 6 and 2 prisoners.
I know.
Yeah, I like how he gave him 2 different numbers, but he's too stupid, not Jimothy, but the orc's too dumb to know.
Yeah. All right. And are you traveling with any contraband or anything that needs to be claimed at the border?
No, sir.
No. Okay, no. All right. And you've been to Shexvar before, correct?
Yes, sir.
All right, so I don't need to give you directions, and you are here for the arena. That's right, arena. We get so many people coming through here every day, it's just crazy. I can't keep them straight. And he's writing all this down. He's like, "Now," and he holds up the paper, all right? And it is very, very sloppily handwritten, okay? And he's like, Does this all look correct now?
I'll take a good look at it. And
All right, make an
yes,
intelligence check.
intelligence.
Can we hear that conversation from where we are?
Yeah, everybody's right there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we are all right there?
Oh.
Okay.
We turn the whole thing around.
Okay. Can I, like, lean over to Timothy and be like, for directions, it's been a while since we've been here.
Yeah, I was going to.
Okay.
So I wrote a 12.
Okay. You can't read his handwriting whatsoever. All right. To you, it just looks like chicken scratch.
No.
But he's still holding
Okay.
it out like, is this all correct?
Yeah, it looks pretty good.
And he's like, all right, cool. All right, well, again, I hope you have a good stay in Shexfar and have a good day. And he turns to walk away.
Excuse me, sir.
He's sort of like, shit. He turns around, he's like, yes, can I help you?
If by chance they move the arena like they do every once in a while, where would it be?
In Caltharum. It's been there for like 200 plus 500 years. I don't know.
Okay. Well, thank you.
Do you,
I'm gonna click him a gold coin.
and he takes the gold coin, he sort of bites on it, and he's sort of like, okay, all right, well, did you forget how to get the Caltharum?
Yeah, I did actually.
All right, so you're going to come through the gate, and you're going to come to the T intersection. You're going to want to go south, all right? When you get there, right, you're going to, well, actually, when you get there, just ask somebody there to figure it out. You'll figure it out.
Yeah, that sounds good. I like that idea.
But yeah, hit the T intersection, go south. Don't go north.
Go south. One north.
What?
Why not go north?
Nobody goes north.
Fair enough.
Turns around and he starts to walk a little bit faster this time, trying to get back underneath the tent. So you guys turn the wagon back around, head back through the gate, back to the T intersection. What would you guys like to do?
Y'all are so much better than me. I would have fucked with that guy at least 4 more times so he got that much mad. I would have kept going.
I thought about it. I was thinking, like, throw your flies down.
Yeah, anything. Like, sir, hypothetically, you know, anything. Because he was getting frustrated. It would have been funny.
Alright.
I wonder what's north.
What's that?
Now Perky wants to know what's north. Because her brain is just like, well, he said nobody goes there. Now I want to go there.
There's only one way to find out.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll do that afterwards. Let's go kill fuckers.
Yes, let's kill and then go north.
So yeah, when we're in there, who's actually talking to people about us? If we determine that, is it? I think Origin was going to do that part, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think so.
So look, you're going to basically be talking to the people about getting us in a fight and everything like that, and everyone else is going to mingle. So yeah, and then if anyone wants to place bets and shit like that, that's what we're doing. Cool.
Mhm.
And break. Cool.
Ready?
That's a delicious little cookie you got there,
I
bro.
know, I was just saying, I want a cookie.
Subway cookie
I'm
too.
full. Their cookies are always so soft.
I know.
But you didn't get the footlong one this time.
Nah, I didn't get the foot-long cookie. It wasn't that good last time.
Oh, that's disappointing.
Yeah, I was expecting a foot-long, like, normal chocolate chip Subway cookie, and it wasn't quite there.
Oh.
I would say like 6 out of 10.
For a cookie, yeah, that sucks.
Yeah.
He's trying to sit with Amanda. Leave him alone. Go to my Come here,
Alright. Let's get on it.
All right, so you guys start heading south, and again, like I said, the land is very rocky. Gray rocks, red rocks, little patches of grass or weeds, you know, some dead trees, some trees that are barely hanging on. After about an hour or so, you guys start to see civilization almost, all right? And you pull up, and what do you guys remember about Caltharum? Anything?
Yeah, it's a new age city built on an ancient one.
Okay.
There's the 5 species, the hobgoblins, lepsidons, trolls, humans, and goylins. They did try to excavate it, but they didn't do all of the excavation. The arena is more for entertainment.
Question real fast. Fucking Celine, sorry. You said there were Luxodon there?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And we know there's Gith there, right?
It doesn't, like, when we questioned Gith, she didn't say they were Gith.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean they won't be in turn.
Right.
That's
Okay.
just there's only 5 native species.
That's just the
Yeah.
the
What were the
residents.
other ones? What were the other ones?
Hobgoblins, trolls, humans, and goylins.
Golems?
Goylin.
No.
Goylin. Okay.
Yeah, it's Goyln. It's a new species that just came out,
Okay.
and they look cool as shit. So, sorry, I couldn't remember what I told you guys and what I didn't tell you. All right.
No.
So as you guys start pulling up, you start to see like these houses that are not, they're well made, but with bad materials. Okay. You start seeing large piles of rock stacked to the side. You start seeing what almost is ancient ruins, right? And where ancient ruin, let me read this. All right, where there's ancient ruins, they've been tried. You can tell that they have been, Jimothy, especially you being the carpenter, you can tell that that it was an ancient ruin, and they've sort of like tried to repair it the best they can with the material that they had. So these old houses, these old ancient houses, have like a hole in the stone wall that's got like wood attached to it. All right. So by no means is it a beautiful city, but is it functional? Yes. All right. And there's no walls. There's no gates. All right. So you guys start heading in, and you get about 3 or 4 blocks in, and it almost seems like a town square, if you will, sort of the center, like a circle town, or there's what used to be a fountain there that's no longer functional. All right, and what would you guys like to do?
Milord, can you check your text messages? You guys do your thing.
So we're at that crossroads. So I guess we head south, right?
No, you guys are in town now.
Oh, we are.
Yep.
Okay.
What town is it?
Caltharum.
Caltharum.
Kolthurum.
Yeah.
All right. So like I said, you guys are in little city square market area. There's people all around you. Like you said, there's humans, goylins, hobgoblins, luxodon, trolls. There's goblins running around. There's all types of species that you guys are not accustomed to seeing. Because most of these species do not live in Mistcrest.
Yeah. And we're just trying to travel through, right?
Yeah, we can't really shop in the town while we have the slaves in the back. Right? Like, shouldn't we just go and try and turn them in? Like, get them lined up? Because how many people, do we see anyone out here with their slaves in tow while they're shopping? Because we're going to stand out if we do it.
Fizzy, make a perception check.
All
right. You do see a slave market. All right. And as you guys are riding in off to the right of the wagon, all right, you see a gentleman, and he's standing up, and he's trying to sell this kobold. And the kobold is standing there in chains, got a little loincloth on, and he's up there like an auctioneer trying to rattle off. There's about 4 or 5 people sort of standing in front of him. So slaves in this area are not, it's not uncommon to see someone walking with a slave.
Okay. Okay. What do you guys do?
I'm good to keep going unless someone wants to do some shopping.
All right. So you get about 2 more blocks in a city you don't know anything about. Make a survival check. Make a survival check at disadvantage.
All of us?
No, just Jimothy.
Oh, okay.
And actually, Malara also, because you're up front. Your natural terrain is not urban, is it?
No, it's mountains and desert.
Okay, yeah, neither one of these are them are going to help you.
You said survival check?
Yeah, survival check at disadvantage.
Madam, what are you eating? God damn it.
I got a 9.
18 is...
At disadvantage?
Yep.
Oh, nice.
There's 24 otherwise.
Holy shit. She's playing around.
Yeah. All right. So I got a mouthful of cookie. Serves me right. All right. So somehow Jimothy's like, I'm going to turn right here. And Malara's like, nope, go straight. Turn straight. So you guys get a little further down, and you see, come to a stop, and you can see the arena now. It's still about 2-3 blocks away, all right? But you can definitely tell that the arena's up there. And you start looking around. Excuse me. Damn cookie. Trying to kill me. Alright. And you guys actually stopped in front of an inn. And as you look over, let's see here. You see a sign, and it says the Marked Spear Inn.
It says what?
The Marked Spear Inn.
Bark like on a tree?
No, Mark. M-A-R-K-E-D.
Sorry.
You're good.
To me, real fast. Walter, what's your profession?
Profession?
Yes.
Wizard. I don't have a profession. Just
Okay,
a
never
wizard.
mind. All right.
You talking about crafting?
Yeah.
Engineer.
Oh, yeah, engineer.
I'm an engineer. Is there two engineers?
We have two, yeah.
Yeah.
There's 2 engineers, 2 blacksmiths, 2 potion makers.
Okay.
Oh no, 1 blacksmith and a carpenter. That's right.
Yeah. All right. What would you guys like to do? You got the arena a couple blocks down. You got the inn to your left.
I feel like the inn might be a good place for maybe some of us to go in and get a drink or two and see if we can gather some information.
That's a good idea.
The general idea of the climate of the area and all that kind of shit.
Should we check on lodging? Because the games are only one day, but they're not necessarily happening today, right?
I don't know. I think we should go in and find out
Okay.
when the games are, because we don't know, right? So I think we can find that information out when we go into the inn and talk to some people.
Yeah, I think whoever's talking to them, if it's an overnight, somebody needs to book us some.
Yeah. I think we'll hold off on that because it's early morning, right? It's only like 9 o'clock-ish or 10 o'clock-ish in the morning, I think.
Yeah, about then.
Yeah. Never too early for a beer.
Where do you want me and Perky to do?
I think you guys stay outside, right? I mean, and then we need to have somebody or maybe 2 people out here standing guard.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I agree.
Yeah.
So, can I see where we're at right now from like the back of the wagon?
Yeah, you can see out the front and the back.
Okay. So I'm gonna like lean forward and be like, "Hey, Celine, come here."
Okay.
And I'm gonna pass Celine my flask and be like, "Can you fill this up for me?"
Absolutely.
Thank you. And then I'm gonna go back to like playing with my manacles in the back of the wagon.
I'll stay and man the wagon while you guys go in.
All right. Who else can we? I think we should have one more person in the wagon.
I'll stay at the wagon.
Okay.
I'll guard as well, I guess.
All right.
You'll stay at the wagon too, Origin?
Yeah, I'll stay guard as well.
Okay. That's a good idea.
Hey,
All right.
while you're in there,
Yeah.
talk about us and talk us up.
Okay.
It's important.
Mhm.
Places for bets.
Mhm.
That too.
Right. So who's going in? Celine,
Do we have any more questions?
Busy.
Fizzy,
I'll go in.
all right, Jimothy? All right, so the 3 of you walk into this inn, all right? And you sort of look around and it's very, very well kept, okay? It's very clean. The stools, all the furniture look very clean and well kept. Although mismatched, very clean. You can tell that whoever takes care of the place definitely takes a little bit of pride in it. All right? Behind the bar, I don't have tokens up on the screen yet. Behind the bar is a tall, and you guys have never seen what a hobgoblin looks like, but hold on 1 second. Let's see if I can find.
Do you want readings? No.
So, and she's going to be sort of tall, but just so you get sort of an idea, if you sort of think of an orc, all right, so she's got the big tusk underneath her bottom jaw. She's tall, probably standing 6.5 foot tall, very muscular and red skin. And she's got like elf ears, real pointed back elf ears. And she's got like jet black hair. Her forehead is like flat with her nose. What's that? Protruding forehead. And she's sort of like, at first she comes off with this air of like hostility, but then she tries to like smile at you, and she shows like her full grin with her teeth, and she's like, welcome, welcome. What can I do for you today?
So I'm gonna walk up to the bar and have a seat on one of these stools, and then I'm just gonna ask, would like a drink, and yeah, just want to drink. I want to know a little bit, like we're new to this area, so just drink and just kind of hang out.
All right, and she's like, what would you like to drink?
Whiskey will do.
Whiskey? And she reaches back behind the bar and she pulls out whiskey and she pours it. She doesn't put any ice in it, but and when you take a sip of it, it's not smooth. It burns a little bit. It's not even, top grade whiskey. But it's served in a clean glass. So, and she goes, well, sure. What brings you to town?
So we have some slaves that we want to enter into the fight at the arena. These guys, like, they kick so much ass. The one with her flurry of blows just like beat the piss out of everybody. And the other guy, you don't want to get me started on the other guy. He like
nearly bit my ear off trying to beat him.
Yeah. He attacked one of our mates because he lost a little too much blood, and he almost took her out. He got hungry.
Oh, sounds like you guys got a pretty good chance.
Yeah, I hope so. I'd like to definitely place some bets. But hey, so like we have to get them registered, right?
Yeah, you can do that down the day here. Actually, registration starts about noon.
Oh, at about noon? Okay.
Yep.
So we have a couple of hours.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So hey, what's your name?
My name is Breeza.
Breeza.
I'm sorry.
Breeza.
Brazilia. Brazia.
Say it again.
Brazia.
Okay. Nice to meet you. This is my friend Jimothy.
And she sort of tips her head to Jimothy.
What up with it?
Sort of like looks over the bar and then looks down and she goes, and what's your name, little one?
I'm Fizzy.
Well, hello, Fizzy. Can I get you anything to drink?
Do you have mead?
Yes, but I wouldn't recommend it. I'm just being. I can give you it. You can try it, but it's not for everybody.
Okay, and I'm trying to pull myself up on the stool right now. Well, then can I just get what Celine's having? I just get a whiskey.
And she's like, sure. And she ain't.
Can I give her a little boost?
Yeah.
Can I like?
Just puppies.
Yeah, puppies. I'm an adult.
That's great. All right. So you're sitting there, and she pours, a little bit of whiskey in a clean glass, and hands it to you. And like I said, it burns. It's got a whiskey flavor, but it burns. It's sort of like the George Dickel. So yeah, if you've ever had George Dickel, you know what I'm talking about. But and she goes, so you guys looking for lodgings?
I don't know, maybe. Possible. I think it depends. So is there definitely a fight today?
Oh,
Like
yeah.
an event today?
Yeah, what happens is about noon they have the open registrations for anybody that hasn't pre-registered. And then the games will start about 1 o'clock. And then they'll last most of the night.
Okay.
Yeah, they won't get over till about midnight. And then there's there's always the after party after the main event and everything like that.
So it sounds like we are going to want to get some lodging.
There's room.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. So. Okay. So how much are we talking for a couple of rooms?
Well, actually, we are running a deal right now. Hold on 1 second.
I like deals.
Where's it at? Where'd it go? I just had it. And she's like, we charge 1 gold piece a night per person. We used to charge per room, but then we lost a lot of money on that because some of these people would pile 15, 20 people into one room. So, yeah. So, yeah, 1 gold piece a night will get you, and we can separate. We got 6 rooms, so we can separate anyway.
Okay.
We got 6 open rooms right now.
6 open rooms.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So what do you think we should do? I guess take all of them? I don't know. Seems like a lot.
How many people fit in the room?
You could probably put 3 or 4 cots in a room.
Okay.
Oh, we're gonna need 2 then.
2 rooms.
All right, so I'll have. Hold on 1 second, honey. And you hear this deep voice from like behind the bar, come out, and the same species, the hobgoblin. This man stands easily 7 foot tall, very broad shoulders. He's got scars on his face. He's got a very well-trimmed beard, short, well-trimmed beard. All right, and he's wearing a leather vest. All right, and a white tunic shirt, and his muscles are definitely. That shirt is very. It's not small on him. He's just a large man in a tight shirt. All right, and he comes around. And he's like, "Yes, dear." And she's like, "These guys would like 2 rooms made up tonight. Do you think we can do that for them?" And he's like, "Of course, dear." And he's like, "I'll get on that right away." And he walks up, turns and walks away. Yeah, but like I said, he's got a very large scar across his face, and turns around, walks upstairs, and begins preparing the rooms. And Breeza turns back to you guys, and is like, "So, is there anything else I can help you guys with?"
Where can we place bets on the arena?
Well, if you want to do it legally, there is a betting station there. Now, there are independent betting stations throughout the arena. They might be. It's high risk, high reward with them guys.
Okay.
But there is a legal betting station there that you can bet on the fights, and but low risk, low reward.
Oh God! Did you sorry? No. So, Breeza, I was curious about the history of this town. I've heard that there's a lot of parts of it that have been excavated. Like, can you tell me a little bit about the history?
I sure can as soon as I find my mouse. By the way, I'm recording this, so my computer's running really slow. All right. Well, what would you guys like to know?
Well, I was just curious about the ancient ruins. I've noticed that a lot of the buildings, because I can see. I can see.
She sort of looks at you like, I see you can see. And she doesn't understand why you're so excited.
No. So I'm just going to say, I haven't always been able to see. It's just something I'm working on. It's going really well. So, so I've just noticed that some of the houses look like they're like old with a little bit of new material. So I just find that to be kind of fascinating. So I was just curious, why that is, and like, how long has this town been around? And yeah.
She's like, okay, and she's like, she takes the next about 30 minutes or so, explaining to you that the city's been around for about 100 years. It started out being, let's see here, the humans and the Goylans started out excavating. It was a small group of humans and Goylans. They showed up. They wanted to explore and excavate and find the ancient ruins. Well, after so long, more humans showed up. Then the hobgoblins showed up. Then the Luxodon showed up, and then the trolls showed up. And pretty much, we've just sort of been building the city little by little as we excavate the ruins.
So I've heard that the ruins were kind of underground, right? Because the new city is kind of built on top of the old one?
Yeah.
Is that the case?
Make a persuasion check for me.
Well.
12? That's the third 12 tonight.
I know. It's weird.
All right, and she's like, yeah, the city, most of the city is underground. Still, the ancient city is still underground. The parts you see right now are just the parts that's been excavated.
Okay.
She's like, and it probably would have stayed that way if it wasn't for the discovery of the well.
Oh. Like the water well?
No, it's what we call the cave. They found a cave, and they call it the well, and it goes almost straight down. So that's where it gets its name.
Oh.
Just then.
So what?
Just then, the doorbell rings. As somebody walks through the door, and she looks over and she's like, "Hey, Bart, how's it going?" And Bart, which is a human, I'm sorry, comes in. And he's like, "Hey, Breeza, can I get the usual?" And she's like, "Sure thing." And she pours a beer, and Bart walks up to the bar next to you. And he sort of gives you a nod like, "Hey, how you doing?" And when he goes to reach for the beer, Celine, make a perception check now that you can see.
Ooh. 19.
He reaches out, and when he reaches out, all right, his hand, all right, his hand is, it's sort of gaunt, almost like frostbitten. All right, if you've ever seen somebody with like frostbite or something, their fingertips are black and real gaunt and skin's like waxy looking. All right, and he grabs the beer and he takes a sip of it and he's like, "Thanks, Breeza." And he goes and he sits down in the back corner. And he's just drinking his beer.
I'm gonna look over at Jimmy and be like, "Did you see that guy's hand? Really weird. What do you think that's all about?"
I don't know, this whole fucking place is weird.
I know, right? Look down at Fizzy and be like, "You okay? Is it okay, Dad?"
Just sitting there in my cup, taking your seat.
That's awesome.
Sippy cup. Aw, Sippy. So this well sounds fascinating. By the way, I should tell you, like, I love learning about history. So, and I love like discovering places that, you know, have gone kind of undiscovered. It's like a thing that I love. So what, tell me about this well. This sounds super mysterious.
All right. Make one more persuasion check.
Okay.
See, in 3.5, there was a gather information check.
Huh?
I said in 3.5 edition, there was something called a gather information check.
Yeah.
It's an actual skill.
Yeah, it was an actual skill.
An 8.
An 8? All right. And she's like, yeah, that's just where we get sort of our main export. You know, the city wouldn't have been built up very much if it wasn't for the discovery of the well.
Huh.
And before she can go any further, her husband comes back down, and he's like, "Hey, honey," and he walks over and he puts his arm around her waist, and he's like, "Hey, the rooms are all made up for these guys." And he looks at each one of you and sort of gives you all a nod, and he grins, and you can see like big teeth, tusks sticking out, and you know he's as opposing as this guy looks. He's sort of like a contradiction. He's got this very clean-cut beard. His hair is pulled back very in a tight, you know, ponytail, and but that big scar across his face and the big tusk. It's sort of weird to look at, you know, this guy that has obviously been through a few battles to be so clean-cut.
Yeah. I want to look down at Fizzy and be like, "I want you to go sit on this shoulder."
Did you just stand me up on the stool?
Here. I want you
Now I'm standing up on the stool and just looking like, "Thank you. I appreciate it."
He's like, "Well, you're very, very welcome."
Oh.
So he leans over and kisses his wife on the cheek, and he's like, "Do you need anything else, honey?" She's like, "No, I think we're good right now." He's like, "Okay." And he pours him, like, I didn't mean him to sound goofy there, but he's like, "Okay." He pours himself a beer, and he walks over and he sits with Bart. And they're just sort of sitting there talking and minding their own business, having a beer.
So, Breeza, how long have you been married?
Let me go back to that page.
Just making some small talk.
Right. I've been married, or we've been married for about 23 years now.
Oh.
And like as she talks about her husband, and she's like, "Yeah, yeah, Grugmash and I, we've been married for about 23 years, and you know, and as she talks about him and sort of gives you sort of like how they met and everything like that, she's always like staring at him.
Yeah. Aww. Say, he has a really nice beard. I'm very impressed with the beard.
She sort of chuckles and she's like, "Yeah, you should have seen him 23 years ago, you know." She was like,
Was he baby faced?
Yeah, no, he was. He sort of just let it grow out and be all burly and everything. It's been some time, but I finally got him to trim it up and take good care of it.
Well, you did good.
Well, thank you.
So I want to give, so Breeza, can you do me a favor? Can you fill this flask up for a friend of mine who's just kind of hanging out outside and she wants some whiskey also? Do you mind doing that for me?
She's like, sure. By the way, it's 1 silver piece per drink. So,
Yeah.
You know,
Okay.
and she fills up the
Yeah, I
flask
got you.
and hands it back to you, and she goes, there you go.
Okay. I'm gonna put 6 silver pieces on the table.
Okay. And she's
bar.
like, thank you. And she takes it and she puts it in the cash register.
Yep.
Jimothy, Fizzy, anything you guys want to do while you're in there?
Not particularly.
No.
All right.
Can we hear Bart and Breeze's husband, like what they're talking about from where we're sitting?
You can hear them talking, and if you paid special attention, make a perception check for hearing.
$11.
All right. Yeah, it just sounds like normal guy talk. How was work? You know, how are the kids? Stuff like
Okay.
that. You know, nothing
right.
outlandish.
Okay.
Jimothy, make a perception check on sight.
Uh, 15.
15. Up behind the bar, there's a very large spear. And as you look a little closer, each on the handle of the spear, there's little notches.
Hmm.
So,
Okay, ask her about it.
and she looks up at the thing, and she sort of looks back, and she's like, "Yeah, that's Grugmash's spear. He used to fight in the arena, and each one of them notches is one of the fights he won. And the handle's pretty well notched up. Or the shaft of the spear is very well notched up. She's like, that's sort of where we get the name of the inn.
Ah, interesting.
All right. Right as you say interesting, the doorbell or the door rings again, and a small hobgoblin female about 17 years old and a even smaller young boy come through the door, and they're like, "Hey, Mom." And she's like, "Hey, guys, how was school?" And, you know, there was a brief conversation about that, and they run in the back and take care of stuff, you know. So, if there's nothing else anybody else wants to do in here, we'll continue on.
Yeah, I don't think I have anything.
Okay.
So I'll just say we'll be back later on Breeza.
Okay, sounds like a
For
plan.
our
We'll be here.
lodgings.
You know what? I'll tell her when we come back tonight. I'll play some tunes for the bar.
And she's like, that would be lovely. It's been a long time since we had good music here.
All right then.
All right.
All right.
I'm standing on the stool. I'm gonna put my cup down and then turn to Jimmy and like, might help me out a little bit.
Yep, I help her. Yep, I bring her down.
All right. You guys walk back outside and to the wagon and everything like that. And it's now getting to be about noontime. So you guys make your way down to the arena. And you walk up to the arena, and there's obvious signs. The signs pointing, you know, fighters this way, crowd this way, you know, everything like that.
I'm gonna hand Perky her flask. It's gonna read over the canvas.
Come on, computer.
Did we all walk them down there, or just like?
I don't think we should all go.
Yeah, I don't think so either. I think maybe just like 2 people should take them down there.
Okay.
Agreed.
All right. Wait. Which 2 are going?
Well, I know Origin is, right?
Yeah, Origin being one of them. So far, I got Origin, Perky, and Crixus are going towards the fighters area.
I'm gonna stay out going towards the fighters because I'm gonna kind of do my roguey thing.
Who was the other one that had the charisma?
Oh, Timothy. Yeah.
I'm curious. So are we gonna be like chained together or what? You know what I'm saying? Single fight, all together. You know? Curious.
And there's Perky in the background.
They're playing a little tune with the chains.
Roll performance.
I wish you could have put like people in there, but I know it would take a lot.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Ooh.
All right, give me
Start drawing.
Where are we at again?
What town?
Yeah.
Caltharoon.
Caltharoon.
And all I'm going to do is I'm going to put you guys, all the tokens in the middle of the arena. We'll move them later.
Okay.
All right. But that's done now. All right. So it's Jimothy, Origin, and then Perky and Crixus, correct?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So the 4 of you walk down to the fighters, and there's a Goylin. Here, I'll do this. Just in case anybody forgot what they look like. That is what you guys are seeing when you walk down there. And he's standing there and he's writing down, he's sitting at a table and he's writing down, helping the people in front of them, or in front of you guys. And then it's your turn and he's like, hey, how can I help you guys?
Yes, we would like to register for the arena.
Okay. It'll be 10 gold per applicant, and if the fighter wins, then you get your gold back. If the fighter loses, it stays to the arena.
All right. So we got 2 entering, right? 20 gold.
Yep. All right.
No, I'll just pay that out of my pocket to make it simple for now.
Okay. Yeah, you guys can divvy up if you want to pull that out of the party fund or whatever later. All right. So he takes 20 gold. He's like, all right, first fighter's name?
Crixus.
Crixus. All right.
Okay.
Crixus. And second fighter's name?
Who is that? Perky?
Perky.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right,
Yeah.
Perky. And
Percolation.
do you guys understand the rules?
No.
Okay. Each fighter can go in with any amount of melee or ranged weapons. Each fighter can take in 1 greater healing potion. although Magic is not against the rules, please keep all Magic inside of the arena. We do not want any civilians harmed in this. Fighters will fight until they are unconscious. Once unconscious, the match will be called, and the unconscious fighter will be given the choice of what's the word I'm looking for? Will be given the choice of how to be resurrected.
Are we fighting together? Or are we fighting in a single match, or is it a group fight?
It is a 1v1. All matches are 1v1 except for the main event. The main event, anybody that wins their match can choose to participate in the main event. If
Main event's a free for all.
the main event changes every year, and it will not be. I don't even know what the main event pertains to yet. Is only to the city council and the arena council are the only ones that know what the main event will be. If your fighter decides to participate in the main event and they survive the main event for whatever reason, you will get 50 gold per fighter. So, let me think. Let me make sure I got all the rules. Yes, and I cannot emphasize enough, Magic is not against the rules, just please, 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 we do not have the money like Kamor does. So please keep all Magic and ranged weapons inside the arena. Do you understand all these rules? Or do you have any questions?
I got it.
All right. Now for the arena participants, all right, like I said, you are able to bring in up to 1 potion of greater healing. If you do not have one, all right. So that being said, if you in your inventory, if you have 13 potions of greater healing, you can only use one. Okay? That way you don't have to go through your inventory and mark off a bunch of them and write them down and everything. Just know that you can
I need one.
We have our hidden one.
No, we don't. That's the thing. Those are hidden. They don't count towards it. I need Timothy, you got a potion of healing I can get from you.
Yes, I do, sir.
Thanks, sir.
Well, I don't have
No. You got other ones you said.
Let me die.
That's what I'm saying. Those don't count towards it because they're hidden. Oh, what do you got, Jimmy?
It's only a potion of healing.
Okay.
All right.
I do got 2 of them. Can I get both one?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yep.
And he looks over at he looks over at Origin and he goes, "Are you sure you're not gonna fight?"
You know, I think I'll fight.
What? You can't fight.
I can't.
We already registered 2 people.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Uh,
I'm not able to.
We're fighting in the next one.
You're supposed to say, I would fight, but you know, I'm saving myself for the big fight over what you call it. Remember that was the whole thing? You were supposed to be talking us up this whole time.
Nah, that's right. I forgot.
All right. Now,
Perky. Oh, there you go again.
huh?
I said, there you go again. I had an idea. And you, what you got, Tim? Go ahead.
All right. He's like, if there's no more questions, your fighters will be escorted to the cells, and you are more than welcome to join the general admission.
Perky. Now look, we got to entertain these motherfuckers, all right? So, entertaining fun shit, all right? I have ideas for me, but I mean, I know you, but you do you, but have fun with what you do. Make sure it looks fun to everyone else.
I don't know who you've been talking to. I'm extremely entertaining. Look at me, I'm everywhere.
I'm just fucking saying. I mean, you do cool shit, but if you run too fast and people don't see what you did, it's not gonna be as fun.
But that's awesome, because I imagine they appear somewhere.
I'm just fucking saying. Make the people go ooh and ah, all right? Don't no slip that.
In the crowd.
You walk up and cut someone's head right off. That's not entertaining. That's like 2 seconds of excitement.
All right. If you guys could do me a favor and give me 5 minutes. I just got to change a couple things, and it might take a couple.
I was curious, is the arena like barren and open, or are there obstacles, or what? What you got?
This arena is barren and open.
Okay.
No tiger traps.
Are you all still chained, or did they release you?
I assume they're gonna unchain us and walk us through the area, but
they keep you
Because you're
chained.
separating, right? You're going in 2 different directions as your owners.
Yeah, they keep you chained, and they take Perky and Crixus down to what they call the cells. Okay? In the cells, it's sort of like a room underneath the stands, all right? And they call it the cells, even though you're joined by a bunch of other gladiators, some of them various sizes, races, everything like that. And, what do you call it? They're all just sort of like standing around. Some of them are sharpening their weapons. Some are taking care of, just bullshit and talking. You hear a couple guys in the corner laughing, talking about old times in the old arena. Other than that. But as soon as you walk in, they lock the gate behind you. And it's a big open area where just all the gladiators are sort of standing around. Right?
Okay.
Alright, give me 5 minutes, guys. I just gotta pull these characters up and...
So during this, I'm going to be doing some information gathering, yeah?
Yep. And what
Kind of
I'll
plan.
do is we'll do a little bit of role playing. Alright? Sort of getting everybody in their places. Then we'll do a fight. Then we'll go back to role playing.
Okay.
We'll do another fight.
Okay.
and then I assume the final thing will be after that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless you want to have them role play while other people are fighting.
No,
Yeah,
I want
that's
to.
good.
It's too much on me to try to do role playing over here and fighting over here. So that's
Not
what
like that. I was thinking for you, what might be easier is to have, like, hypothetically Perky fighting, right? And then she wins or loses. Then you'll have Joe Schmomo fighting
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
off background. And they could do that. And then I'll take mine. I know if you were thinking about that. So then you don't have to worry about the actual fight. You can just say, oh, someone chopped an arm off, and what are you doing, Perky? You know? Or
Exactly.
Busy, sorry. Okay.
Yep. All right. Come on, computer. Come on.
I like that we have Shrek in the arena right now.
So draw some audience.
All right.
Savannah, check your messages.
You got mail.
I don't have anything.
I know.
No. Sorry.
All right. I think I got it all figured out now. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take Crixus. I'm going to put you right here. And where's Becky? Here she is. And put you beside Crixus. Alright. So as you guys start to enter in, people are starting to file in left and right. There are people just chittering, chattering, and talking about their, everyday stuff like that. Let's see here. What would you guys like to do? I'm sorry. There is a 1 gold piece admission for general admission for anybody entering the arena.
What's the cost for premium?
Premium.
One nice seat.
With the VIPs.
The VIP seats.
The VIP.
Say you represent the fighters, so maybe you will.
The VIP area is there's only one VIP area, and it is off limits. It is only for the city council and the arena council and their special guest. This arena is a lot smaller than the one in Camor. And as you guys walk in, you can tell a lot of the seats, again, are that reclaimed sort of look, feel to them. The benches aren't polished and well made, you know. The steps have a bunch of missing chunks out of them. And the whole arena, even though it's well kept, it is very... You can tell that it was an ancient arena, and they have added on and tried to piece it together to make it suitable.
I think we need to go bet on our guys.
Right.
Okay.
Get the money back.
All right. Now, you can obviously see the gambling station, the legal gambling station. All right. Is that where you guys are heading?
No. Do we want to do the high risk, high reward? I'm curious to know what the high risk entails.
Those things. You want to get more information out of them too.
Or we could end up in jail. It's a crapshoot. No. Anybody feel strongly one way or the other?
We might split up. I mean, so maybe unless you're at the bet place, bet as much as you want.
All right, I think I'm gonna go for the high risk, high rewards. I'm gonna go do some illegal betting.
All right. So high risk, high rewards. All right. Let's see here. All right, so I need you to make a perception check, Celine, because you're about the only one in the party that would be able to find this stuff.
14.
14. As you start to look around now, all right?
Because I can see.
Yeah, because you can see. All right? You start to see, certain people are doing certain things, all right, where only thieves would understand, all right? So you start seeing the thieves can't, all the things you've heard about, you start picking that up pretty quick, all right? Like you start seeing somebody sitting there tapping their shoulder. All right, or you might see somebody like take their hat off and then And you sort of look around, but you start to pick it out. You do find a goblin, all right, and he's standing over on a pillar, and he's just sort of like leaning there. And every once in a while, somebody will walk up to him, and you'll watch him for a second, and then they'll hand him some money, and then they'll turn around and walk. He'll hand them a piece of paper, and they'll turn around and walk away, and he writes something in a book, and he pockets the money, and he just keeps standing there like very nonchalant.
Okay, so then with the thieves' cant, I don't. So you're not communicating with words, like you said. It's like hand motions or like signs, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, and basically that was a way for you to figure out where.
Okay.
More than talking to them.
Okay, that's what I was. Yeah, that's what I was curious. Okay, so I'm gonna kind of like stroll over to him.
And he goes, "Hey, how you doing?"
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Can I
Good.
help you with something?
Yeah, I'm interested in putting a little money on some of my friends here.
And he sort of looks around and he goes, "How much?"
Shit.
Unless you think we're not going to win.
Say it again?
I said bet a lot unless you think we're not going to win.
Yeah, but what's a lot?
Yeah. So what are the terms?
What are the terms? Yeah.
He's like,
So I heard that there's high risk, high rewards. So talk to me a little bit about the risk.
"Oh yeah.
I like my shiny things.
I can guarantee you a 3 times payout. That's better than them guys over there doing it. They're only doing 2 times."
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah. Now,
Okay.
if you choose the winning fighter, I'll pay you 3 times what you put in. Minus my cut, of course.
Oh, tell me more about your cut.
It's a standard fee right off the top.
It's a what?
Standard fee right off the top.
What's the standard fee?
It's standard. Make a persuasion check or intimidation. I don't know. How do you want to go about continue questioning them?
I'm gonna go for intimidation.
Intimidation?
Mm-hmm. 21.
All right. And how do you intimidate him?
I'm just. He's standing on a pillar, right?
Yeah, he's like leaned up against like a pillar.
Yeah. Okay, so he's leaning up against the pillar, and you said he's a goblin, so he's kind of like on the shorter side.
Yeah, but he's probably about maybe 4.5, 5 foot.
So he's probably about as tall as I am. All right, so I'm gonna like walk up close to him, and I was like, standard fee. What is it?
10%. It's 10% standard.
10%?
Yeah.
10% off the top of what I pay.
Yes.
Or what I win.
10% off what you win.
Off what I win. Okay. What else? What are some of the other rules you have that you're not telling me?
Oh no, it's pretty cut and dry. 3 times payout, 10% off the top, booking fee.
Wait, the what?
The standard booking fee.
That's the 10% off the top, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so no other fees? I feel like I'm like buying a fucking cell phone. No hidden fees?
No. I'm pretty straightforward.
Okay, so then how do I, like, does the loser have to be knocked out by a certain round, or when it's over, the winner is the winner and I get money for it, yeah?
Geez, kid, this your first arena? Look, there's only one winner, one loser. There's only one way to win. That's stay alive. The loser dies.
Oh. Okay, but does the loser always die, though?
Well, I mean, the arena makes sure that they come They can be resurrected if they wanted to, but I like the guys that have the DNR on them.
Hold on. Celine's got a moment. All right. You're like, I like you guys. That was pretty funny.
Well, thank you. I pride myself in my humor. So, you betting or not?
Yeah, I'm betting. Don't fuck me over, though, because I will come for you.
And he puts his hand over his heart and he's like, Scouts honor.
Fuck the Scouts. They touch little boys. I will fucking come for you.
Okay. Understandable. All right. So, which fight you betting on? And how much?
I'm gonna actually bet on two different fights. I'm gonna bet on Crixus and Perky.
All right. And how much are you putting down?
I'm gonna go for 100 gold each.
Oh, big money over here.
Don't fucking die, you two.
The party fund will refund you.
Will it now? So he hands you a little slip of paper, and it's basically got God damn it. It's got his name. And give me a second, I'll pull up his name. Slow computer. Because I'm doing 6 different things. All right, and on the little slip of paper, it's got, he's like, what's your name?
Celine.
Celine, all right. And he writes on his little pad, and he's like, my name's Somm, S-O-M-M. And he tears off a piece of paper, and he hands it to you. And it basically just says, the fight for Crixus, 100 gold pieces, and then fight for Perky, 100 gold pieces.
Where can I find you after the fight?
I'll be, I'll be around this general area. I don't typically move.
Okay. All right. I'll come find you. Hope we get some DNRs in these fights today.
Yeah, me too. The past couple of years has been sort of boring. Everybody lives.
Yeah. Everybody lives. That is some bullshit. That's definitely boring. But I gotta tell you, my friends, they're gonna live. They're gonna kick some fucking ass.
Well, we'll see.
The one guy, Crixus, he likes blood a lot. So that's gonna be a fun show. And then Perky, she's small, but she is mighty. So keep your eyes on them. Hey, so who's the special guest that they have going on? I know that they always have like a important person up there. Do we know who it is?
We don't know yet. It's always usually about the main event. They introduce a special guest, and then the special guest will tell us about the main event.
Has there been any like talk, chatter among you all?
Well, there's always talk, but nobody knows for sure. They keep it. The city council and the arena council keep it very, very tight. They like that surprise shit.
Do you like that surprise shit?
Fuck no, you can't make any money off surprises.
Right. I'm surprised you don't have somebody in there trying to find out.
We try, but like I said, the city council is actually pretty tight.
Yeah. All right, Somm. I'll come find you when my friends win.
Sounds good, ma'am.
Enjoy.
I'm happy. I got to do 2 goblin voices in one night. All right. Anything else anybody else would like to do in the crowd?
I was gonna say I would like to place a couple bets also.
All right. And you're doing the legal side?
I'll do the illegal one.
All right.
And I'll put, I guess, 25 gold on each.
All right.
I'll do the same. If I'm allowed to. No, I'll do 20 each.
Hold on 1 second. Walter. 25. 25. And then Jimothy. 20. 20 pieces. All right.
Yeah, I was gonna put 100 on each of them too.
Legal or
Illegal? Illegal.
Illegal?
Mm-hmm. Illegal.
All right. Malara, Origin, would you like to do anything in the crowd before we start fighting?
I'd like to do a perception check and see if I see any military people in the audience.
All right. Go ahead and make your perception check.
$19.
All right. All right. So you do find there's the city guard. All right. And there are a couple people that could be military. But they look like they're just grunts enjoying the weekend.
I'd like to go up and find a seat next to one of the grunts.
All right.
Typical.
And I'm going to position myself next to the council, wherever they sit.
All right, they're gonna sit up there where Jimothy is on the
Yes.
the 2 people up top.
Is there like a different group of military people, military personnel sitting around, or just the one that Laura went to?
It looks like it's just that one sort of small group. You can sort of tell they're military by the way they're sort of like, they're more rambunctious, sort of like,
Sailors on the weekend.
yeah, sailors on a weekend type deal. Like, they're drinking heavily and, you know, sort of cussing and, you know, but they're all like really tight knit.
Okay, I want to sit on the opposite side of where Malara is, but near them.
Okay.
Like, I don't want to be like right there with her, next to her.
Okay. Now, for the people in the crowd, we're going to role play a lot theater of the mind stuff because it's way too much.
If you want one of the people that Jimothy put in there, like the guys on the left side, like right here, just put them on either side of that guy.
Yeah.
And it'll just for placement, just show where everybody is.
Yeah.
Jimothy, you could have made like 50 more people, bro.
That was a lot of work. I drew a penis on you, though.
I seen that.
The D is out.
Oh my god.
As it should be.
Malara's gonna untie my cape and show just a little bit of cleavage.
Yeah. Use a hoe.
Hey, I'm gonna get information no matter how I gotta get it.
Information.
Jimothy's gonna play the whole arena tune. What are you doing out in the middle?
They'll play the opening tune.
Hey, Celine and everybody that placed bets. right there is some.
Okay.
Where?
North of you.
Up your left.
Okay.
Right there.
Should I still in the middle? No, I'm not. Okay.
No, I moved you up here. 'Cause that's about where
Cool.
salt is.
Okay.
Right? Alright, so Crix is perky. Roll a d20.
Okay. I guess that's how we're doing it.
Yep, roll a d20 to see which one of you go first. Higher number.
Damn.
2.
5. Yes.
Real quick note, before we start fighting, where we are, can Perky see like the audience at all?
No, it's underneath the stands.
It's underground. Okay.
Yep.
All right. I'm winging it.
Alright. Alright. So, who's going first? Put you out in the middle of the arena.
Nah, put me on the edge. I want to put me at the door. Come in.
Alright, but you're going to start in the middle of the arena.
Totally fine.
Okay. So,
Just
yeah.
let me know I can form my shits.
Alright. You're going to shit yourself. Right?
Fuck yeah.
Alright. And from underneath, you see a big hobgoblin walk up. He's very gangly. Well, not gangly. Let me pull him up. Where you at? This guy right there. He's wearing splint mail armor, and it's just like it's looked like it's been through a few battles. And he walks over and he sort of looks at you. He's like, I guess you're fighting me. I'll see you in there. And then they announce him, and they're like, entering the ring now, Ogned the Butcher. And this crowd, so you start hearing people scream. Not so much for that they know him, but more that they're getting ready to see violence. You can start hearing that crowd get excited. Alright?
Okay. Announce me. Somebody announce me.
How would you like to be announced? Here, I'll tell you what. You announce yourself. How would you like to announce yourself?
And now entering the fucking Demon Slayer Crixus or something like that. Just like that.
Alright.
Doing your funniest goblin voice then.
Now entering the Demon Slayer Crixus.
So, as I walk out, I want my shield. I have my other shield back here, and I have my Morning Star. I'm like, come! And I say it like give, and then locks it on there, I'm like, shall we begin? Like that. And I spin it in the hole like this. And I'm like, ah! And I scream like that. Just like that.
Make a performance check.
Fuck yes! Oh, I should be a 2. No one believes me.
You're
Like,
on your face. Mouth dirt.
Fuck, man. 5.
So yeah, the crowd is cheering, but they're not really like you. As you sort of look around, they're cheering, but like I said, they're cheering more because they're about to see violence than what you said.
That's cool. They don't know me. That's all.
All right.
Give him time. Give him time.
We'll move you over here. Hey, you left your penis.
I did. It's detachable.
It's
That's
detachable.
how you were on your way. Cause
Yeah.
little penis.
It's so big.
All right. And we will do this normal fight style, roll initiative, and then you and I will just go back and forth, back and forth.
Good deal.
All right.
I got a 16.
Let's let's put one of your dice down. I'm gonna go with the gray one. I got an 18. I got a 25. Why does he have such a high?
Okay.
Oh, because it's dead.
Got
So I'm sorry, a 23. So yeah, I'll go first.
Okay.
All right. And now he pulls a great sword out from behind his back, and this thing, it's got jagged parts and missing parts of the blade, and he's going to, let's see here.
Excuse me.
Let's see here. Okay, I remember him now. All right, so he's going to close the distance pretty fast and come straight for you and take his first hit, 10 to hit.
Miss. What the fuck?
And then he's going to swing at you again, and 17, 24 to hit.
Hits. I'm missing my fucking everything to do with my shield bash is just missing.
Shield bash. Yeah.
I had my shield bash and everything. It's not here. What the fuck?
Take a second.
I'm like, I had a whole plan, and then I was like, okay, I'll do this, and then maybe I'm not doing this.
All right, you're going to take 6, 7, 8, 12 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
And I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
What the fuck? This is stupid. I lost my whole feet.
Huh? Did it get deleted?
It's not there anymore.
We'll add it real quick.
18 Constitution saving throw.
All right. And when this slashes into you, that sword with the pieces missing out of it, you can feel it sort of rip your skin.
What was the damage again?
6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
All right.
All right, your roll.
I don't know what the fucking feat was.
Shield expert.
Sorry. It's fucking stupid.
It's all good. Was it shield expert?
It might have been. It's just fucking dumb.
I'll help you
How
out.
can something be there and then not be there?
It was a homebrew one, wasn't it?
I don't remember. How do I add it?
When you go to manage feats, you can just add it from there.
All right. Under features and traits?
Yeah, features, traits, scroll all the way down to feats, manage feats.
Okay. Yeah, I think I had blind sight, nothing else. And good health blessing. Which is stupid.
Did you find it?
I found the tab. Shield something. Shield master? Oh, that's not.
Yeah, Shield Master has the shove.
I can also throw it and have it. I could throw it, remember?
Yeah, I don't remember what it was called. I'm looking as fast as I can.
Fucking stupid. Shield Batman? No.
I was looking at offensive shield, but I don't think that was it either.
I think
it's shield brawling.
I was just looking at that. Yeah.
Yeah, shield brawling. I think that's the one.
Unless there was something I paid for, and if my subscription didn't go through, maybe.
No, you should always have it.
What?
You should, if you paid for it, it should always be there, even with your subscription gone. So I think it was the shield brawler, because that has to do with throwing.
Fuck, man. It's not there. All right, man, I don't know. Whatever. It's still not there.
Maybe you need to go out and go back in.
I refresh it and then make a difference. Whatever, man, I don't give a fuck. Where am I improvise that shit? I like take my bonus action and transform in with my vampire thing.
Okay.
And then okay, sorry. And then I wanted to take my shield and scoop some sand and throw it in his eyes.
Okay.
How do I do that?
Make a dexterity check.
All right.
I will make a dexterity save.
Fuck you, man. 5.
Okay, I got a 15.
That's why I use that dice. Good. It was only supposed to be a slight distraction, not to disable him.
Yep. Because if you succeeded, I was gonna have him blinded for 1 round.
Yeah. And then I'm gonna swing my rebound star.
All right.
23 to hit.
All right, that hits.
All right. 10 damage. And I'll swing again.
All right.
And I missed.
All right.
And then I want to take a 5 foot step back. And run down here. Because I don't know why.
All right.
And that's my turn.
All right. He's going to come back at you. 5, 10, 15. And he's going to, again, swing this great sword at you. 14. 21 to hit.
Hits. I have 21.
Okay. So 7.
I had this fucking last idea and I do it now.
11 points of damage and make a Constitution saving throw.
11 half is 5 or 6.
We'll do 6. We'll round up
Okay.
in the gladiatorial fights.
Is it 3? 17.
All right. And then he's going to swing again. Damn, I'm rolling good. 16 plus 7.
Yeah. It hits.
So 8, 9, 10, 12 more points of damage.
All right.
All right, you roll.
How's the whip work? Do I have to? Can I do it up close or do I have to back up?
No, you can do it up close. I don't think there's a
Let me
minimum
take
on
a-
whips.
I'm gonna take a 5 foot step back and use my whip and try to grab his hand.
All right.
Is that a call shot?
No, it's a dexterity attack. Yeah, a called shot.
So is that disadvantage?
Yeah.
Oh, I missed that shit. 13.
13 misses.
All right. I'm gonna swing this shit again. Fuck it. Uh, 12.
Yeah, 12 misses.
Fucking boring ass fight.
All right. He's gonna pull out a hand axe and toss it in your direction. 12 to hit.
Miss.
All right.
Smack it with my shield.
Then he's gonna close the distance and swing at you with the greatsword. I can hit you with the greatsword. 18 plus 7, so 25.
Yep.
Make a Constitution saving throw. You're taking 12 more points of slashing damage.
What number is that? 13.
And
You
then
said 12 more slashing?
Yep. And you got one
Alright.
wound on you. All right. This time when it slashes into you, it hits like that ligament right there in your shoulder, and you can feel it like tear through it. At the start of every round, I'm going to roll a d4 for each wound you have. So at the start of your turn, you're going to take 2 more points of necrotic damage. Now you can use a bonus action to roll your Constitution save to stop that wound.
I fucking. Is it features and traits where you find? Okay. I have resistance to necrotic and radiant, so you know.
Okay. So you take half damage.
Okay. Even better. So I'm like screaming, fuck my arm. And then I'm gonna swing my morning star, and then natural 20.
All right.
Before I do that, I'm gonna do my shield bash behind it.
Okay.
which would be. I swear to God, that was 2. That's 2 20s on my mind.
I believe
That's it. Okay. Don't fuck this up.
Don't fuck me, Gil.
I fucking won? Really? So my first hit is going to be 16 damage.
Alright.
The shield bash is 1d6 or 1d8? I don't know.
I think it was 1d8.
Okay. I might roll that one. I wasn't doing my damage anymore. We're doing this one.
Malara's gonna.
13 times 2.
So 26.
26.
Yep, so 26. And then, since I forgot to do this, my last 2 actions, I'm gonna try to bite him in his neck area.
Alright.
What's that? 13? 14?
14 to hit.
Yeah, 14 to hit.
That misses.
Okay.
Alright, his turn. He's going to scream in pain. And he's going to almost shove you off of him. Alright, as you go to bite his neck. And then come down with the, there we go. The great sword again. 20 to hit.
Damn, misses.
And 14 to hit.
Misses.
Alright, so you guys are back and forth. Ching, ching. Blades hitting. You stepping to the left or the right.
Can I tell
Hold on.
how hurt he is? Okay.
He is going to use a bonus action to heal. Second wind. And alright. And then now it is your turn.
Can I tell how hurt he is?
Make your perception check to hear.
I get advantage to hear. 11 on my first. 11. 2, 6, 11.
All right, it was enough. You can sort of tell he's about halfway.
Okay.
Give or take.
All right. I'm gonna do basically the same thing. Just mace, or morning star, and then shield.
Okay.
No, probably morning star. Fuck that shit. I'm a morning star first. 17 to hit.
17 misses.
And then, because I'm a crazy motherfucker, I'm gonna take a step back and I'm gonna throw my shield up and I'm gonna hit my shield with my mace.
Alright.
I'm just gonna hold it and smack it and try to smash it to his face.
Alright.
How do I do that? Come on, DM. What you got? I mean, he's only 5 foot in front of me, so it's not far away.
No. Just make an attack with your shield.
Alright. Mother. I missed.
You missed?
Yep.
Alright.
Fucking stupid. It's like I rolled 4 5s and 2 20s. This is like fucking dumb. I hope I wake up with a baby next door. Alright, cool. Where did my shield go?
You back 5 feet away? Yeah. It just lands right in front of him.
Okay.
And he's gonna look down at it. You know, as you threw it, like as you did everything, he sort of blocks it with his sword. And it hits
and
the ground.
then I run up to bite him again.
Okay.
With my other dice.
And you're going to take 1 more point of necrotic damage.
No problem. I missed on that too.
Well, it was 2, but 2 halved.
Yeah. I'm rolled fucking 4.
All right.
That's my turn.
All right.
Yeah, your turn.
He's going to.
I'm running out of dice.
Oh wait, you walked up to him.
Yeah. Sorry.
You're good. There we go. All right. As soon as he pushes you off again, you're gonna see him sort of get pissed, and he's going to look at the crowd and he's going to scream at the crowd and he's going to use his action surge to get an extra attack. So, no, that one missed. 2 plus 7. 18 plus 7, so 24.
Yep.
8 points of slashing damage and make a Constitution saving throw.
$17.
All right.
I'm rolling on that for now.
And then he's going to 17 plus 7, 24 again.
Damn. Good damn.
I know. I'm rolling good on the attacks and suck at everything else.
I'm rolling. Other than them 2 20s, I rolled 5s.
Yeah.
9, 10, 11, 12, 13 points of damage.
Put your dice
slashing
on
damage.
salt.
So 7, you said?
Yeah, 7.
All right. I grab my other. I always have 2 shields on me, so I'm gonna swing with my Morningstar again. I can't throw this. I'm gonna put it on the wall. 16 to hit.
16 misses.
Natural 20 again.
Nice.
That's great. I'm rolling metal dice from now on. I don't know. These bad. 8 plus. Is it 5? Yeah, 8 plus 5 is 13, so 26 damage.
Nice.
And then I'm gonna try to bite him again. Well, can I make another perception check to check to see how hurt he is?
Yeah.
Natural 20. I get advantage.
Yeah, he is definitely down to about a quarter, give or take 1 or 2 HP, without doing the math in my head.
Okay. I'm gonna try to bite him again. I missed.
Okay.
Oh fuck.
All right.
Go ahead.
He's going to be. Let's see here. He's going to swing at you twice. He's going to scream at the crowd and swing at you twice. 18 plus 7.
Damn.
Oh wait. You're going to take 1 more point of necrotic damage from the last turn. Sorry. So 6, 7, 8, 9, 12 points of slashing damage. Make your Constitution saving throw.
I fucked up, guys. 20.
Okay, you're good. And then the last attack is a 18 to hit.
Yeah.
That hits?
Yeah. Oh no, 18 hit. No. I thought you were doing 18 plus 7. I was like, uh-oh.
Yeah, that's all he's gonna do. Your roll.
Okay.
This guy's like basic, plain Jane. I didn't put anything special on him, except for the
Probably
webs.
best. All right, I'm gonna do 2 morning stars. Missed on the first one. Missed on the second one, and then I'm gonna bite that healing potion.
All right. So go ahead and roll your healing.
No. What's wrong with me? One. Cool. 16.
Nice.
All right, that's my turn.
You're going to take one more point of necrotic damage from the wound.
Okay.
And then 21 to hit.
Yeah. Yes.
9 points of slashing damage and make a Constitution saving throw.
9, 5. 12.
All right, you're going to take a second wound. So at the end of your turn, you'll take 2 wounds.
Okay.
And then
Oh no, I don't take damage for that second one yet.
no, it's at the end. Basically,
Okay.
at the end of your turn, you have a chance to use a bonus action to cure one of the wounds.
Gotcha.
All right. And then 19 plus a bunch.
Yes.
So you're going to take 12 points of slashing damage,
Okay.
reduced to 6.
Yeah. I should save my life like 5 times over already. I would have been dead without that.
All right, you're up.
Missed on the first one.
You need to roll it on another surface.
Fucking 17. Missed.
Yeah.
And then I'll try to bite him again. I hit 17 plus 7.
Yeah.
Seven points of damage. So I'll heal. If you're rolling high on half, I'm gonna do the same thing. So I'll take 4. Right.
So you said 7 points of damage?
Yeah, so it'll be 3 or 4. Half. I'd say I gain half that back.
Round up.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If you're round up, I'll round up, right?
Yep.
All right.
And then you are going to take 2 points of necrotic damage from the wound.
Yes. Total 2?
Yep, total 2. Well, it was a
Okay.
2 and a 2. So half.
So 4 and 2. Gotcha.
All right. Let's see here.
Your turn.
All right. 12 plus 7 is 19.
Miss.
And a 22 to hit.
Hit.
Make a Constitution saving throw. 7,
12, 11.
All right. You're going to take 11 points of slashing damage. Half that, so 6. And
Okay.
you got an extra wound.
So that's 3.
3 total right now.
Can I make a perception check to see his health now?
Yeah.
15?
He's definitely less than quarter right now.
Okay. To grapple him, I need to make an unarmed strike, correct?
Yeah, I'd say, it's, so yeah, it's an opposing strength check or dexterity.
Dexterity? Oh, your dexterity and my strength?
For you, it would be 8 plus proficiency bonus plus strength modifier.
Okay.
Will be my spell save DC, and then I have to.
So wait. Okay. 8 plus proficiency modifier.
Plus the strength modifier.
I don't roll then.
No, you don't. I do.
Okay. So 8 plus proficiency modifier is 11 plus what?
Strength modifier.
Strength modifier?
Yep.
15.
All right, I got to beat a 15. No. I rolled a 7 and got plus 7, so 14.
All right. So now he's grappled, correct?
Yep, you got him grappled. You come up and bear hug him.
Kind of, but I want to get bear hug him and like switch to being behind him. Can I do that?
Yeah.
Big bear fuck him.
Big bear fuck him.
All right. I want to, while he's kind of grappled and shit, I want to take out my skinning knife and stab him and whatever I can grab. So whatever I can hit, like an arm or a leg. So it's just whatever. You know?
Yeah, just attack, regular attack.
Yeah. I fucking missed. So I'm gonna just bite his fucking neck now.
Okay.
Fucking 9 plus 16. I don't know how that works because he's grappled. Is it still versus armor or whatever?
Still versus his armor class. You're still making an attack.
Because old D&D, he would have like no dexterity now, but he would still have his armor.
Right. Yeah, they don't
That's
do that
stupid.
anymore.
That's stupid.
Yeah.
Or shouldn't I have fucking advantage or something? I don't know. Whatever. Okay.
Should you roll at disadvantage since you're grappled? Whatever you roll.
Well, what he has to do is he has to get out of the grapple to do anything.
Right. Okay.
Hold on, let me make sure. Who'd you grapple? Yeah, I have to try to get out of it before I do anything.
Oh no! Hey, to grapple him, I was supposed to roll and then do a strength or dexterity check. The saving throw is DC 8 proficiency, and then proficiency bonus and strength. That's how that should have went.
Yeah, I read the same thing. Grapple. The target must succeed a strength or dexterity. It chooses which saving throw, and your saving throw is 8 plus proficiency plus strength.
Okay, I read that wrong then. I thought it was like roll plus my strength, and then he has the opposite. Okay. All right.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you're going to take 3 points of necrotic damage. That is half. And he's going to try to break out of your grapple with a strength. No. He's going to try it again. I rolled a 4 and then 11 plus. So the second time he breaks free.
Why? What is this? How does he break free then?
He used his second action to try to break free again.
But I didn't roll against anything.
You don't have to. Your spell, it's like a spell. Your DC's already set.
Okay. I don't believe that. Okay.
How? It's like a spell. You have a saving throw that I have to pass.
Once you're grappled, then it shouldn't be my strength or your strength?
Yeah, but your strength is already set on that saving throw.
Okay. All right.
I mean,
So
you,
he's out.
yeah, but that took his whole turn. That's your go.
That's a stupid rule. Whatever. All right. I'm just gonna swing at him. And I missed. And I missed. I'll take the healing potion.
All right.
All right.
Good.
Your turn. No. All right. You're up.
All right. Swing. 12 to hit, and then.
Nope.
Yeah, he's just gonna swing again.
Okay.
A 4 plus 7, so misses.
Okay. Just swing again.
All right.
Oh my god. Natural 20.
All right.
I would like a 14, which would be terrific. You know, something like that. Around 10, that'd be cool. This is boring. 15 times 2.
All right.
30.
How do you do this? Because as soon as you, whatever you do, you kill him. You had 20 hit points left.
Yeah. I want to hit him like in the chest, like cave his chest in.
All right. And he falls down, and he lays there for a second and takes a final gasp. And you can tell it's very labored from the cracked ribs. And the life leaves his eyes. The crowd goes wild.
Hey. At one point, I had 4 hit points left.
Jesus
Look, I don't know how you're still standing because at that time you got hit. And they weren't little hits. They weren't
That
little
last potion I took that I was so mad about, it was a 2d4 plus 2. I rolled 2 ones. I went from 6 to 10. No, wait, I went from 8 to 10 on that one. But at one point, remember when I said I fucked up bad? It's because I went 2 total turns and didn't heal. And I went to 9 hit points. And then I went to 6. And I was like, this could be it, bro.
All right. So as soon as the battle ends, you're escorted out. All right. There's a healer there, and they heal your wounds up to about halfway. All right.
Okay.
And he is carted out, and taken back down to like the infirmary area. All right. And the crowd goes wild, and they keep going wild. And what we'll do is we'll end it right there for tonight. I just realized it was after 11. But we will pick up next week with the crowd, and then jump into Perky's fight, and then we'll end it in the arena. Well, if there's a main event. So, I appreciate you guys.
Yes.
All right, I'm exhausted watching that fight.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
I was getting a little nervous for you.
I
A
know.
lot nervous.
Hey, honestly, I thought I was like, if I was gonna go out, at least this is gonna be here. I feel kind of bad they bet all that money on me. I forgot to take my potion. I did feel bad about that. And then I wanted to do my transformation in the tunnel as I walked out, and I forgot to do that. But the shield bash thing, there's a bunch of stuff added to it. Like I could have thrown the shield, which was what I wanted to do. But I didn't have all the fucking numbers and shit. And then there's a shield thing where I can charge at him and hit him with it, and he takes damage and gets thrown. And I just don't remember everything. It's still not on there. I don't get it.
Yeah,
It's weird.
We'll have to look at it. I'll look at it here after. So, all right, I'm gonna stop. All right, guys, I appreciate you.
Good job, Crixus.
Yeah.
Good hang in there.
Sorry, it wasn't more fun.
Hey, you
This is
didn't
the practice
die.
arena. This is practice arena.
Yeah.
So,
You didn't die, that's all that's important.
Yeah, make me lose money.
I was like, Crixus, I was like, bloody, and I was like, my nipple was coming off. I don't know, man. I don't know how he did it.
Yikes.
Dude, that vampire transformation saved my fucking life, though, because I guarantee I took 90 points of damage in that fucking fight.
Oh yeah, I was
Like,
doing
it was
12
all-
every time I hit you.
It sounded like it.
You were doing what?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're doing 12 every hit. I think you hit me like 8 times.
Yeah.
So that's like right around 90.
He could literally do no wrong on his rolling.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, I was hit.
every time I needed you to do bad, you did. But every time I didn't care if you did bad, you did really good.
Yeah.
Were you watching it or not?